This is TWiT.
Fresh air quality is not something easily found here in the Bay Area right now. Larry has a great piece in Forbes about a website this is a federal website, fire.airnow.gov, or is it state? No, it's the EPA.
No, it's federal.
Yeah.
It's EPA, yeah. So, by the way, you can access this column through larrysworld.com, so you don't have to hunt it down at Forbes. But, yeah, there's airnow.gov, which is what I've been using up until now. And where I live in Palo Alto, if I click on AirNow, it tells me my air quality. But it turns out that the sensor is in Redwood City, which is about 11 miles from here.
Yeah. It's funny because on my Apple,
a completely different world.
On my Apple phone, I got the air quality because I really want to know. I know it's bad. I could smell the smoke. And it got me the air quality for Healdsburg, which is 20 or 30 miles away. That's not, and it's right in the middle of the fire. So, of course, it's going to be worse.
Right. So with this fire.airnow.gov, if I get that right, you actually they actually have microsensors, as they say, much less expensive and smaller. I don't know if they're as accurate as the official EPA ones, but the EPA has backed this as a beta project, pilot project, and it will tell you, in my case, there's a sensor, I think, on my block, because when I go there on the map, it's right next to my house. I see what the conditions are, so I'm getting a much more local one. There are others, too. I think Purple Air is a crowdsourced.
I've used Purple Air. In fact, last time we had the fires, I went to Purple Air all the time.
Yeah. But there are links to all these.
This is interesting. So this is actually the nearest one to us is a Purple Air sensor. And it says our air quality is 152, which is not good. You do not want to be breathing that.
Oh, I didn't realize that Purple Air was so they're part of the EPA network. That's very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the one nearest us. Here's another one that's not so far away. Let's see if that's also Purple Air. Yeah, it's another Purple Air. 151. Yeah, it's not good.
And by the way, you can buy these Purple Air sensors they start at about $197 if you want to.
I wouldn't mind.
Have your own.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that.
Although I have a Dyson air purifier, which will give me the air quality in my home. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but apparently it's okay in my house.
Yeah. This map is also useful because it has also little flames where the fires are. and this is one of the problems we have. There's fires to the east of us, fires to the west of us, fires to the north of us, fires to the south of us. There's not really anywhere we can go.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Stuck in the middle with flames. But I think because of where TWiT is, we're probably all right, John. We're surrounded by paved park. We're in an office park. So there are some trees. At home it might be a little different. John, you're all right. You're in downtown. I think you're going to be okay. My house, however, is surrounded by acres of dry grass. That's not flammable, is it?
The only good news about this air pollution is that we all have masks now. And so if you're too stupid to wear a mask for COVID, wear one for air pollution.
The funny thing is, I had masks at the beginning of this COVID because I still had leftover N95 masks from the last time we had fires.
Me too.
It was the wrong kind. It was the one with outbound valves. Yeah.
Well, what I do is I wear a cloth mask over my N95.
That doesn't look weird at all.
I don't care the way it looks. I just don't want to get it or give it.
John and I... Did you buy the UV mask? John and I bought a $100 Kickstarter mask, and I think that they made their I know I got charged just the other day. Yeah, I think they made their goal. It is a mask. It is an active mask. Let me see if I can find it. Well, actually, I should be able to just click. Yeah, all-day active UVC filtering. This thing, it has a battery, and it's probably going to weigh 8 pounds. And it's got a little vortex that it passes all the air you're breathing through the vortex, and then UVC filter, not filter, light, so it's purifying it. So it would be no good against smoke, John. It's not going to do anything for smoke, but we won't get. But then we won't get COVID.
Let's hope by the
hot
time
trend,
this
by the
actually
way.
gets delivered.
The active masks, yeah.
Yeah, this is cuckoo. I don't know. We both ordered it just for fun, I think.
See, up until recently, I wouldn't have ordered this because I would have thought that COVID's going to go away. But now I'm not convinced
it's going to go away. It is going to go away.
Yeah, like magic.
Like magic. It may not be till next year, but it's going to. Actually, may
eventually.
You know what? The Spanish flu, misnamed because it came. They think it came from Kansas. The Kansas flu in 1918, not 1917. Sorry, that's a movie. In 1918, is still with us. That's H1N1. That's our flu. But it just as you know, one of the problems with these flus is they metastasize. No, what is the word I'm trying to remember?
They evolve.
Mutate. They evolve.
They mutate. Yeah.
So it evolved to a less deadly form, the H1N1 bug, but it's still endemic. It's still all over the place. It's never
and it still kills people.
Still kills people.
It's less deadly, but it
people
kills
still don't take the vaccines. We have the vaccines, and people still don't take it. So
we may have COVID
vaccines
forever.
aren't perfect. What scares me about the vaccines for COVID is if they're like the flu vaccine, they're going to protect about maybe half, 70% of us. I'll still take it, once it's effective and safe, but it's not. It's no panacea.
As Goleman says in the chat room, the good thing is that the pandemic, at least it stopped World War II.
World War II.
No, it didn't.
Maybe it prevented World War III.
Maybe COVID will prevent World War III. I told my wife, I said, save the mask, because I bet this isn't the last time we have a pandemic. I know that's the thing you don't. That's the thought you don't want to utter.
I've been thinking about that with my kids. Like my kids, they're 3 years and 3 months, and so I'm thinking, if we get a vaccine in the next year, they'll never remember this.
That's
but I'm worried that that's not what it's going to be. I'm worried that it's going to be, and I mean, I suppose there's another, it's not a good way to look at it, but there is another way to look at it, which is if it happens over and over, then this is just their reality for the rest of their lives, and they'll never know that it was actually better.
Right. But remember, we've had SARS, we had MERS, we've already had, in the last 20 years, a number of these. It just happened that they didn't escape, they didn't go pandemic, just by virtue of their morphology. I think there's no reason to believe that
the places those viruses hit, by the way, dealt with them properly, right? That's why Singapore and a lot of the Southeast Asian countries, they were able to deal with COVID quickly because they had gone through this whole process.
Right.